Hey everyone, welcome to my Toukiden 2 review. Toukiden is a 3D hack and slash game developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo. They are of the Dynasty Warriors fame, if you do not know. This game shares major similarities with the Monster Hunter series, but instead of being set in a world in which monsters exist, it is set in a Japanese world and deals with their version of demons, the Oni. You begin by creating your character and are thrust into battle as the Oni appear off the shores of Yokohama. After battling through the streets, you are confronted by a massive Oni that opens a portal that you are dragged into. You wake up and are told that it has been years since the Battle of Yokohama and everything has gone downhill since. Humans now live in small villages protected by barriers, and humans known as Slayers are the only ones that can venture out and defeat the various Oni that now control the world. The story, while not bad, kind of takes a backseat to the gameplay, which isn't a bad thing. If you're familiar with the Monster Hunter formula of taking missions, gathering materials, and making yourself new gear in order to take on even harder missions, you will immediately understand what this game is about. The game starts off quite easy and introduces you into the mechanics early on. You have your typical light and heavy attacks as well as weapon-specific abilities. I used longswords pretty much the entire game, and its special ability was to stack up attacks, and then once the guard gauge reduces, you turn it off, and it uses the built-up attacks as extra damage. You picture the samurai thing in which damage isn't done until you sheath the sword. That's basically what it does. You see in all those Japanese movies or in anime or in that style of thing. Every weapon has their own specific ability, and half the fun is trying out each one to figure out which suits your style. After completing missions, you can go to the blacksmith to either fortify your weapons or have him create whole new ones. Generally, after you beat a new Oni, you'll unlock other weapons due to the new materials you are constantly gathering. This is really the only way to get stronger, as there's no real level up system in terms of character development. I feel that would have added a whole new dimension to the Monster Hunter formula, as I've never actually seen a traditional level alongside your gear rankings. While you don't have that, you do have what is called boosts. These are spirits that you can equip that function like items. They can give you attack bonuses, lifesteal, projectile attacks, recovery, and various other sorts of abilities that can give you an edge in combat. There are a large variety of them, and they can really turn the tide of battle when you need some quick healing or an increase in damage. The actual battles themselves, they're quite fun. The Oni themselves are very well designed and hit really hard. You can only take a few attacks before you go down, but thankfully your companions, whether they be AI or human, can revive you and get you back into the fight quickly. One of the most important things during battle is breaking the parts of a large Oni. This can be done by attacking specific parts of the creature. Cutting off a leg will cause them to fall, which allows you to get bonus damage, or cutting the tail will remove a weapon from the beast for the time being. Those parts will regenerate, but it is a good way to get free damage while they're down. You also have a thing called the Demon Hand, which lets you grapple a monster and close the distance extremely quickly. This becomes very important once you start fighting faster monsters that jump around. It can be extremely hard to get close to them without using this. The graphics aren't bad. I wouldn't say they're amazing. They almost remind me of a more updated version of the Monster Hunter engine. I never really had any slowdown or any issues with the game. It ran perfect at all times and did not crash on me once during my entire time playing. So that is to be commended. Because generally, I find PC games will crash at least once or twice while you're playing. And it's quite annoying. I do have an issue with some of the music choices though. The main themes aren't bad, but the battle music just felt weird. Maybe it's because I enjoy more of a rock theme to my battles, but it felt off to me with its tones. I did, however, enjoy the entirely Japanese voice-acted cast. I thought that was a great touch. This is one of those games where you can get endless hours of gameplay or play it as little as you want. I recommend it for anyone that enjoys Monster Hunter and grinding, or the hack and slash style against large monsters. I got my money's worth, and I had a great time playing my way through. I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. Well, that was my review of Toukiden 2. If you guys liked, leave a comment and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.